Hello, and welcome to TDX. A very large amount of you guys were liking this comment, so I'm assuming you guys want to see both of these games mentioned, and so we'll begin with this one. When it comes to this game, I've definitely heard of it, and I've checked it out ever so briefly during events when it's been suggested in live streams, but I've never actually gone down and played the game myself. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Also, don't worry about your guys' other suggestions. I think I'm gonna be breaking away from the large video format and go individual so I can give a little bit more thoughts on the games and play them for a little bit longer, all in one video for themselves. Now, to begin, I honestly thought this was information, as it says up there, but it's not. I was like, cool, information desk. I could potentially learn up on stuff. No. However, the things we do have are Nightmare. Somehow we also have announcements, but the announcements are leaderboards. A donate here that doesn't actually donate here. Level 30 restricted area and also this vending machine. We've got a bunch of elevators over here. And lastly, this outside area is filled with helicopters for events, I believe. Now, when it comes to the UI, we have buttons at the top for announcements, codes, VIP, skin exchange, tutorial. We got achievements over here that I never actually claimed. We got a bunch of achievements for map completions. We've got daily quests. Here are all of the towers. And I'm going to be honest with you, as a player who has like near zero experience, that is very frightening to see 1,000, 5,000, 2,000, 1,000, 1,000, 700, 1,500, 5,000, 3,000, 1,200, and so on, just scrolling through. It's got to be at least 50% having a price tag in Robux, with the alternative condition being level unlock. First impression wise, something like this is just very scary and feels insanely hefty price wise and monetization wise. I know they gotta make bank somehow, but that's quite scary. Okay, something interesting is battle passes. It looks like they're going the route of Helldivers and Deep Rock Galactic by just having all of these available. However, definitely on the side of Helldivers with a purchase before you can actually dive into it. But honestly, pretty cool that these are still obtainable rather than completely abandoned for any new players, you know? Now, here are all of our towers. I decided to spend what I had and purchase a few others. Everything is kind of self-explanatory. You got your skins over here, your power-ups, your emotes, and name tags. When it comes to hosting, this is really interesting. You got matchmaking, and then you also have a party system over here. You got invited players and then suggested players. Down here, you have modes. You can change the mode, and these are all of them. Additionally, you have events over here, and this is pretty cool. If you can unlock limited towers through doing the old events, that's incredible. Now that we're actually in, we can see our options over here, and we have different degrees of difficulty for the maps themselves. We also have a map override, but it is a VIP exclusive ability. And now we're in. When it comes to the towers, we have dual path. However, this one is only a single path. Surprisingly, the game has a huge amount of detailed info here. So far, nothing really stands out. We got our fast enemies, we got our basic enemies. They're huge waves, and the map itself is very huge, but that's about it so far on Wave 7. I didn't notice this till now, but where in the world are you going to be using 140 units? That's units, right? In a weird and odd way, it feels like it's trying to be padded out heavily rather than adding something substantial. That is most definitely going to be a rough estimation as to what we're going to be seeing gameplay-wise, and 16 waves later, it's pretty much that. Invisibles! Other than the invisibles, we got these guys over here that break apart into two parts, and then the other part dies instantly because the other part has a speed increase, but because of that, he's also got a health decrease, so his life actually doesn't matter at all. Basic units that are just health bars, and that sums it up for 17 waves. What in the hell is this? What? I don't think they're supposed to be doing this. Very good. This looks a little bit better, but not much. We have a little grenade that we can chuck now, I guess. Yo, big guy. We got a big guy. What does he do? Does he do anything? This is the Abomination. He is a very beefy boy that does nothing at all. He's just fast and a big health bar. Check out this guy. It's a little check out this guy. It's a little dude with a rocket launcher on him. I will admit the designs are pretty cool. The only thing that's weird is their face. However, everything else when it comes to details wise looks really cool on all of them. I especially like this guy over here. This guy over here on the pathway is drastically different from this guy on the pathway, and that's awesome. We got a boss. I don't know if it is the boss, but this is a plague doctor, and I don't know what he does. He does that, and I wouldn't be able to describe it to you at all. I don't know what the blue flame and the red flames are, but he did that. I guess it's just a standard stun, and that's it. And now all of my lads are just dancing. This is definitely an interesting UI we've got here. We got everything off center now because this panel pops out. We got a health crate, we got an achievement, and we got victorious. All right, nothing really happened, so I'm bumping up the difficulty by 1, and we're going to a new map to see what we can find. Blade works, I sure hope they do. That's kind of cool. Some obstruction does happen with things in our way. Look at that. The map design is pretty nice. This one's a little bit barren background-wise, but the atmosphere and the design overall is really cool to look at. I kind of wish there was a free cam, like in Tower Heroes, so I could look around a little bit more at the smaller details, like the graffiti. Ah, I did not realize this. The map is way larger than I had imagined. I'm gonna be real with you. I've just been sitting in silence for the past 10 waves, because there's like actually nothing happening other than these orange dudes, and they're zombies? Wow, but orange. So, we're still kind of waiting here. It has been 12 waves, and we have this guy. It's orange, and it's got a cross on it. That's... okay, never mind. I'll see you guys at wave 28. Yo, he's doing something. I found someone that does something. This is a grenadier. I thought he was going to be like a summoner. Grenadier. Oh my god, he is a summoner. Okay, I'm going to be real with you. I don't think I should be this happy for one of the most basic enemies in every tower defense, but I am happy to see something unique. Also, yes, the summoner died a horrific death over there. We got these guys. They're armored. They're just red and more beefy. That's it. The new color today is green, and these guys are nuclear zombies by the looks of it. I may have flooded. I just might have, and that might be my downfall, to be quite honest. We now have blue as an added color. Okay, we now have a very interesting one here. It's called Monster. A lot of invisible enemies now, by the way. But this guy might just be a high health bar. Oh, we got this thing over here, though. This thing is a shocker, and I hope he stuns. I was correct. These guys do kind of stun. Oh yeah, that range is quite far. Visually, I couldn't tell if it reached, but I saw the particle effects, and it's very far. This guy also stuns. I'm happy. We now have this thing, and that is most definitely an interesting design. I don't know what he did. Oh, he kills. That's very unfortunate for my units. He has died, but he has killed a lot as well, so that's quite saddening. Next wave, we got this thing. I don't know what this thing is, but it doesn't look good. I will admit, it took quite a while, but these special enemies are actually pretty cool. The Grenadiers, at least these later wave of Grenadiers, will kind of chuck their grenades in a way that is a little bit further ahead, dealing damage. It seems like it's dealing damage to at least these little guys. And it will also spawn quite a rough horde of enemies. Now we're on wave 32 and we got this guy over here. It feels really weird to add cannon fodder like this, but it's actually very, very necessary for this fight. But it just feels insanely wild to do something like this in a tower defense game. Yikes. I don't think it's gonna go so well for them. We're really banking on the idea of panic and pray. It seems to have worked. That's not what I expected from a tower defense type of game. All right, that's one more difficulty and one more map completed. We got an achievement up there, we got a thing over there, and we got things over here. Given how difficulty seems to be going in this game, I don't think I'm going to be able to win an elite match, but seeing that there's higher difficulties, like quite a few of them, ahead of where we currently are, that's actually quite nice that there's potential for more variety of different enemy units that you're going to come across. The panicking that undergo during intermediate and that final wave was kind of unexpected and kind of didn't like. But having a 140 cap when it comes to unit placements, I see the purpose now. However, that's definitely a type of gameplay that I'm not used to or all that interested in when it comes to hyper upgrading and hyper placement for very situational scenarios. Definitely a very interesting experience nonetheless. Alright, here we are at the next difficulty, and this one is honestly purely out of curiosity because I honestly don't think it's gonna be a win for us. By the way, this is probably one of the best looking maps so far. Also, that is very cool. Yeah, no, this isn't happening. As a person who's still new to the game and has zero crowd control, I don't think we're making it. I had hoped to have a bunch of spawns going on for back defense, but that looks like a rough hope. Yeah, without crowd control, this doesn't seem possible for a solo player at the moment. This is what it looks like when there's too many units entering our defense at the moment. We did a very quick reset to see if a change in the strategy would work. Instead of ecoing at the beginning with one unit, we go full on offensive. Technically, it's better, but it's also still really bad. And once again, we are met with our fate. So yeah, this difficulty isn't doable for me at the moment. Overall, the game experience, pretty fun to be quite honest with you. When it comes to progression, the leveling is definitely noticeable that it's going to be an element that is going to take a very long time. So if you're looking for any of those units that require a level unlock to then purchase, it might be a while. Overall, pretty fun experience. If you're looking for the link, it's going to be down below in the description. Check it out. And if you're looking for other games to play, check out the channel. I upload a ton of content, so hopefully you'll find something new and fun to play. Other than that, that's going to be all from me, and I will see ya.